Hello students, welcome to the session on computer networks. In our previous lecture, we have discussed about the responsibilities of our physical layer and what are the responsibilities, how it will be doing the work by using the transmission building. In our today's session, we are going to see one more layer of your OSI model, that is data link layer. Okay, and see, when we are designing this particular data link layer, we will be providing some responsibilities for that in order to function it. Okay, so this is the data link layer which will be there above the physical layer. After the physical layer, we'll be having what? Data link layer, and this data link layer will be there below your network layer. In our network layer, we will be transmitting the data in the form of packets. Those packets will be received by your data link layer, and in turn, those packets of data will be transmitted into the frames. And again, it will be divided into the frames, I can say. And see, when we are designing this data link layer, it provides a well-defined service interface to the network layer. Network layer is the above layer which is there for your data link layer. And dealing with the transmission errors, when we are transmitting the data from one node to other node, one system to other system, your data link layer is responsible for handling the transmission errors. See ma, in a network, while we are transmitting the data from one system to other system, directly we won't transmit the data from one system to other system. In turn, we will be having mediator nodes through which we will be transmitting the data. While we are transmitting the data, if there is any error, that need to be handled by your data link layer. Okay, and regulates the flow of data so that the slow receivers are not swamped by fast senders. Means to say that in our network, we will be not having similar kind of systems. We may have some systems which are very fast, some systems which are very slow. Say suppose if there are two persons, those who are senders and receivers. Consider that we are having a sender and we are having a receiver. If this sender is the faster sender, means to say that he is sending the data of 100 Mbps, which has to be received by what? Receiver. But this receiver is having the capacity of 10 Mbps only, then there may be a chance of losing the data. Then there may be a chance of wrapping the data, and swapping of that particular data will be done at the receiver side, I can say. Okay, in order to not happen that, your data link layer will be having the responsibility of controlling the flow of data. Okay, even you people will be having in a reverse order. You people will be having faster receiver, you people will be having slow sender. Then also we will be managing the control of the data, managing the flow of control, I can say. Okay, and see, data link layer, when it receives the packets from your network layer, and then it encapsulates that into frames, right? It will be dividing the data into what? Frames. Okay, see, think that in your application layer, the first layer that we will be having is your application layer. From the application layer, we will be providing the data, and that data will in turn be divided by the packets in case of your network layer. Don't go for other layers. In your network layer, we will be dividing the data into what? Packets. And again, these data packets will be sent to your data link layer. And this data link layer, in turn, it will be dividing these packets into frames. Means to say that it will be making that into pieces again. Okay, already packets are the pieces of data, and again they will be divided into frames for transmitting the data from one system to other system. Each frame which will be having the data, those data will be sent by additionally adding with the headers. Every layer in your OSI model, we are having 7 layers, that is application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, and network layer, data link layer, and physical layer. every layer will be having his header. In this header part, we will be having the details of receiver and sender, source and destination details will be there in your header. Your application will be adding that, your presentation layer will be adding that, your session layer, transport layer will be adding the headers. But in your data link layer, additional to this header, we will be adding a trailer to your data. For your data, you will be adding headers in every layer, which will be consisting the data which is regarding your source and destination. But in case of your data link layer, we will be additionally adding a trailer part. Okay, in the trailer part, what we will be having is, by using the trailer part, we will be checking the errors. Simply, I can say here they will be using checksum. What they will be using? Checksum. So this is the point where you people will be having a point to check the errors. So consider you are having some three systems in between the source and destination. Consider here we are having the source, here we are having the destination. While you are transmitting the data, the data has moved from one system to second system to third system to fourth system. Like that. Consider that you are finding something wrong in your destination part. Then you won't directly go for your source and we will say that retransmit the data. We will check for the errors. We will go for the next system whether we are having correct data or not. And again, next system whether we are having the correct data or not. If say suppose up to this we are having the error, up to this we are having a proper information, then your third system is having some wrong information, then we will request from this. From this you need to retransmit the data. We won't go for the source, and again we will be not saying that to retransmit the data. We will be going for the checksum point. From that point you need to retransmit the data. No need to go for the source and again say that you need to send the data again. We will be going for the checkpoint. Those checkpoint details will be there in your trailer part. Okay, that is what the trailer specialty is. The trailer field consists of checksum or error checking data which is used to determine the status of transmission. Okay, this checksum will be giving the information whether we are receiving the data in a proper manner or not. That is what the additional specialty of your data link layer. Every layer will be adding your header, which will be consisting every layer's information, every layer source and destination information. But in our data link layer, additional to that we are adding what? Trailer, where we will be checking the errors, where we will be checking the data by using checksums. Okay, we won't directly say that retransmit the data. We haven't received the data in a correct format. We will be going for the checkpoint in order to rectify the errors. That is what the major specialty of your data link layer. And see few points that I have written which comes under your data link layer responsibilities, I can say. Okay, whatever the things that we have discussed, they will be there. Just I will repeat it for you people. Okay, now Seema, observe the responsibilities. The first one is frame. Already I told you people will be receiving the data from network layer to data link layer. Network layer will be having the data in the format of packets. And these packets will be divided into what? Frames. Again, we will be making them into pieces so that it can easily transmit the data. Okay, and that is what the framing is. It divides the streams of bits into manageable units called frames. These packets will be turned into frames by dividing them. Okay, and it controls the flow of data. A technique to control the rate of flow of frames. Okay, how the receiver is receiving, how the receiver can receive, and in what speed the sender can send the data. Those will be managed by your data link layer. And error control, Yusima, already I told you about the trailer. To handle the errors in the data transmission and to detect and retransmit the lost or damaged data, error control will be done in this particular format as we have discussed about the trailers. But in order to do this, we will be giving that responsibility to your data link layer. Access control. to determine which device has control over the link at any given point. At any given point. As I told you, people, that we will be having so many systems in between source and destination. At some point we will be having a correct information. To determine that whether we are having access to that control or not, we'll be giving the responsibility for your data link layer. Physical addressing, that is what the header will consist, right? To handle the addressing problems of locally. Locally means you people will be having what? System to system information. In a network layer or a transport layer, they will be discussing about source and destination only. But it won't happen in a reality. We will be transmitting the data from one system to other system to other system until we reach the destination. So every system physical address will be maintained by our data link layer. We will be discussing how we will transmit the data in network layer, how we will transmit the data in data link layer, how we will be transmitting the data in transport layer in detail. But for now, the topic is the responsibilities that we will be covering in data link layer. These are the responsibilities of your data link layer. I hope these responsibilities are clear to you people. If there is any doubt, just let me know, right? And don't think that we are skipping this. How we will be managing all these things. Already I told you people, in your complete syllabus we will be learning them only. They are giving the idea that it will be done by your data link layer. How it will be done, we will be seeing as per our syllabus. Okay, I hope it is clear to you people. Just remember the responsibilities of your data link layer for now. That's it, Mama. I hope these topics are clear to you people, and we will see you in the next one. That's it for now. Thank you.